Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore 64 and we're looking at a game that I originally played on the Spectrum. Good music here. It's Everyone's a Wally, published by Mikro-Gen in 1985. Game also come out in the Amstrad CPC, and as I say, we have reviewed it on the ZX Spectrum. It's like an arcade puzzler, I suppose. You control any one of 5 characters, although you can start off controlling Wally. As Wally Week is a handyman, Tom a punk plumber, Dick a bricklayer, and Harry is a hippie electrician. There's Herbert, their son, that runs around every now and again. Now, each member has to complete a day's task, depending on their skill set, in order then to get a letter, which then opens a safe in the bank so we can get paid. So we start on this screen. It's just Wally there on his own. Whoops, bit of energy loss. What's not working? Now, you can switch between the characters, but the characters have to be on the same screen at the same time. Come on, Wally, start walking. I think on the there we go. I think on the Spectrum version, all the characters appeared on that opening screen. This time we got to go and find them. Wally's task, I never completed this game on the Spectrum, it looks pretty much similar on the Commodore 64 to be fair, but Wally's task is he must build a brick wall because he's a handyman. I don't know what objects we need for that, probably a trowel and some bricks maybe. You can see in the top left at the moment we're carrying the test tube and the oil can, which is empty. Excellent. Now, we have reviewed another Mikro-Gen game on the Commodore 64 a while back, which is Automania, and that's the first game that Wally Week appeared in, but this time we see his whole family and the gang as well. If you have completed this game, let me know. The colour clash doesn't seem quite so bad on this than the Spectrum version, which loved colour clash, but Commodore 64 didn't seem to have too much problems. But from the screenshot alone, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the Spectrum version and the Commodore 64. Does the Amstrad CPC look a bit different? Let me know. There's a safe at the end. There's a gas mask. There's a few... we're dead. There we go. So there's a few red herring items. Tough luck. The gang has earned 0 because none of us completed our daily task. So just to compare, just to go over again, we've got Wally, Wilma, Tom, Dick and Harry, and have to do different things. I think Wilma has to take books back to the library, such as that is her skill set. Right. So there's Wilma. Let's see if we can switch over to Wilma by pressing a number. No, Tom is in Wally's house. Where's Wally's house? Right, there we go. So I'll switch over to Wilma. She jumps in a very odd way, but her task is to find, there's the library, we've got to find books and take them back here. There's a letter B. When you complete the task, you do get a letter which spells out the password to break the safe, but I think the password is break. You can't do it earlier. There's the letter B. So can we pick this up? Doesn't look like Wilma can jump high enough. These are the highest desks ever. What's this doing in the library? Anyway, I don't know how you reach any of these books. So I think, yeah, she's got so far the good insulator. I think the electrician Tom the Punk needs that. And an empty bottle, which is not much use. I think that's spark plugs there, are they? Maybe. I'm not quite sure what the other people have to do. Tom is in green. He's a punk plumber. Let's find out where they all are. Dick's in the garage. Harry is in Peach Street. Now, if you go to a park, this is there, just turn around and leave, because if you keep going on there, you're going to get nowhere. There's, I think that was Dick the bricklayer, wasn't it? I think it was. Right, so there's some glue. I think that's glue. S for super glue and an arrow. Energy's going up, down, I should say, in the right there. So I think a lot of kids wouldn't have completed this game, but they would have enjoyed journeying around and seeing the different locations. Well, there was a bit of colour clash there. Herbert, the baby, was clashing with the brickwork. Here's a crazy pub, and as you know, you jump on the bar top to jump over poltergeist pints. If you do live in a haunted pub, let me know. What was that? I think that might be an extra energy. I don't know what that did. It just made this. It just made the thing go boom, 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 boom. And let me see you here, see, yeah. Let me hear you say "wayo." I wanted wayo. Go, Wilma, go. Wilma! Did it. Flintstones. Beat a Flintstone. There's the Red Lion pub. Now, the name The Red Lion as a pub is supposed to be the most popular name for a pub ever. I've never been in a Red Lion. There's no Red Lions near me. No, there's the Paul Pry. There's, what else is there? The Half Moon. That's in the local high street. What else? The White Horse. I've never been in a Red Lion. Slug and Lettuce. There's a few of those quite nearby. Weatherspoons, of course. Roebucks. No red lines though, but they're chains, aren't they? Back in the 80s there was less chains about the place. This game was in 1985. There's an electrician who works there. Oh look, there's the punk. Yeah, so now I switched over to him. So I'm now Tom, the punk plumber. I think a lot of the inspiration for this game, the characters come out the show The Young Ones, which had Rick, Vivian, I'm not going to remember the names now. Rick Mal played Rick the Poet. Vivian was played by Ade Edmondson. He was this sort of like character, the punk. Nigel Planer played Neil the hippie, and then there was Mike played by I don't know who. But Mike never did anything. There's the post office there. So what has he got? He's got the library book, which Wilma really needs, and an unstamped parcel, which needs to go somewhere. You see how our endurance, our energies has gone back up to top power, because we haven't had any damage for this guy as of yet. He's moving a bit quick across there. It is interesting, isn't it? You can switch characters. I don't think there's too many games like that. Wally Week. One of those games you could get lost in. There's the zoo. Now, I think if you go in there, it's like a trap door and you get killed by that fish that you saw me get killed by earlier when I tried to get into the safe early. It's the zoo. We're all going to the zoo tomorrow. Zoo tomorrow. Zoo tomorrow. We're all going to the zoo tomorrow and not get killed in the park. You can come too. We're going to the zoo. Zoo. Anyway, come on, this punk. Let's get out of here. He's green. He obviously hasn't been eating stuff that's agreed with him. He's got a Mohican. He's probably got lots of things pierced. And we're at the station. And what's that, a screwdriver? It is a screwdriver, and we swapped it for whatever we've left there. I don't know what... well, I think... what did I say? The punk is a plumber. So he obviously needs pipe work to do certain things. Those punk plumbers you get around the place. It's one of those games as well. I think as soon as you know what to do, like what two items you need to pick up and where you need to take them to, as soon as you know that, you'll probably be whizzing through. I think the game is completable, you know. I think it is. Oh, what's that thing? That sometimes turns out every now and again. I don't know what it is. That's some killer object from Donkey Kong or something. We got it. Oh man, we got it on like Donkey Kong. There's the cash machine there next to the piggy bank. Don't know who works in there. Probably no one. All these places seem a bit haunted to me. And it's at this stage where I realise I'm slowly going round in circles. Haven't seen the hippie. Haven't seen the hippie at all in this game yet. Harry is a hippie electrician, so he maybe needs to fix the generator perhaps. Who let that baby in the library? Now Wally and Wilma, that's their kid there called Herbert. It does feature in his own game called Herbert's Dummy Run. But they let their kid roam across the whole of the town on its own. I think it should be taken into care, that kid. I do know. If you are Herbert, comment below. What was your childhood like? Here you are going up and down the library. Good animation on Herbert though, as he gets jumped over by a punk. No librarians in here, and we're off again. The screens draw pretty quick, which is nice. The colour palette is not too far off the ZX Spectrum. It's almost as if they've tried to make it exactly like the ZX Spectrum. They could have done more colours or gone in their own direction. I mean, it looks like, I don't know if the Spectrum one was done first. This looks like just a clean port from one from the other. But I think they both come out in 1985. If you know different, let me know. BP. Normally there's a little bit of a difference between the different 8-bit versions, but here it seems, well, extremely minimal, if at all. Kemco. Right, so we got a rubber stamp. Oh, we did have a parcel earlier on, didn't we, that was unstamped. Maybe we need to get the parcel. Wally is in the park. Wilma is in Baker Street. If this means anything to me, I don't know where all these places are. Dick is in the laboratory. Sounds dangerous. And Harry is in Meat Street. Well, that must be where the butchers are. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Harry the hippie. He's being very aloof. Here's the bank with pound coins going all over the place. That's no place for a top punk. So most of the time, the people wouldn't get any money at all in this game. There's a test tube. Yeah, he's not impressed with that. He's just, we might be able to use that. Punk, I don't know. What job does Tom the Punk Plumber have to do? Comment in the comment section below. Let us know. What is Tom supposed to be doing? What's he supposed to be doing? Now, if you're in control of any of the characters and they die, it is the end of the game. Like, we lost a lot of endurance there just by being hit with a stamp. And we got the fuse wire. Now we've got, well, we've got the fuse wire and a screwdriver. So that's like electrician work. So really, I'd imagine that Harry, the hippie electrician, needs to do something with that. But he's not here. He's not anywhere. There's A, the letter in break. There's a fish. Right, it's a red herring. I don't think that does anything to anyone. They've made it pretty obvious, though, by calling it a red herring. You can certainly tell Mikro-Gen games just by looking at them, essentially. All of the ones in the series, I don't know if they all come out on the Commodore 64. Did 3 Weeks in Paradise come out in there, or Pyjama Rama? All of these games have got similar sort of like control things where you're picking up objects. Although I enjoyed all of them for different reasons, the exploration, the colourful graphics, I never got anywhere near completing them. And most of the time I didn't even attempt to complete them, I just wandered around a bit like this. Oh look, a wedding cake. I bet it's gone off a bit by now. It's the baker's. In the park. As I say, if you keep walking through the park, you just get further in it and won't get out. Oh, let's see if we can get up there. No. Okay, that's the generator that Harry the hippie needs to fix. We might be able to get up there if we just avoid the lightning. Oh, I've died, yes. Tough luck, the gang has earned 0, but can't have it because the safe hasn't opened, so failure twice, and that's where the money is. Well, what you going to do? What you going to do? Well, hope you'd like to have a look at that one. Got a cracking tune at the start and the end. That was Everyone's a Wally on the Commodore 64, published by Mikro-Gen in 1985. Great fun, although, as I say, I don't know what to do. I've got a vague inkling, but I don't really know. And that's what most kids will experience. So if you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, don't be a Wally, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.